Let's show you how the world's best are using their hips and how amateurs are struggling. So pros do this, amateurs kind of, well, they do lots of things, but lots of them do this. And then give you this very simple drill that's allowing golfers to get their lower body activated in a way that helps create speed, direction with the club path as well, and hopefully some club face control so you can start smashing the driver. You're welcome. So what I find from my Swing Catalyst dual force plates here is the more I get amateurs to get away from these kind of really weak, very unactive lower halves where they just bury into the ground, and get them to start really getting their legs involved. At the start they feel a bit anxious. They're like, whoa, that feels like a lot of movement and I can't control that. But they start hitting it as straight, if not straighter, but considerably longer. And they're like, why have it taken me so long to learn this? So grab your drivers, really simple idea. Next time you're at your range, to try and get you to feel your legs getting involved in a way that's going to change the order of your golf swing. It's going to make your golf swing so simple and easy to perform over and over and time again. And it makes you feel less tired, because the more you actually start using your legs in your swing, less you're going to start pulling on areas which start to hurt around your elbow. We all get a bit of that. Back start to hurt less because we're not overstressing them, because we're using all of our body to try and get the most out of the ball. And guess what? You're not going to have to feel like you're smashing it either. You're just going to hit it a bit longer if you can pull this off. So we do see strong world-class players really getting their hips starting to tilt as they hit the ball, opening up. Knees are starting to really move, so lead leg often snapping straight. Not for everyone, they might have some bend, but for lots it's straight. Trail knee is coming across as they're helping them move the hips. Trail foot's coming up very early. They're very early of pushing into the ground and getting out of the ground. So they're really active down here. And often it happens so quick you don't really see it. Where again, amateurs, they're like, you know, it's all arms and kind of sways with their body. So what you're going to do, grab your driver, set yourself up, and just lay the club down on your ball position line. So just lay that down. You can see my ball's an inch inside my lead foot from that driver there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to now make, with a fake club in my hand, my backswing, but my downswing, I'm going to try and hit that club with my knee. So as I come down, I'm really quickly trying to get that trail knee covering, for me, it's covering the grip on this club really early before my hands are ready to go. I'm feeling what that feels like in my lead leg. That has to straighten, because if I go this way, my knee's kind of covering behind the grip here. Lots of golfers who maybe go this way a little bit, knees just kind of gone out here. It's kind of covering the out jewel, where if I feel a little bit of recentering, bumping left, staying quite level, rotating, that knee's really covering that club really, really early. It's such a good visual trigger for you on the range to start feeling the order of your downswing to be much more ground up. And this is where the extra power, energy often can come from. Moving from the ground up for golfers, really get the energy out of the ground, up through their body into the club, is just huge for hitting better shots. And then when it comes to directional ideas, by ordering your downswing in a better way, where you are having a bit of a recenter bump with your hips, hips feel like they're going first and shoulder second. This is often what's dropping the club onto better paths for golfers, where for golfers often we see these kind of angles here where the shoulders might get level and tip over. We see the over the top. We see the hips push under, this kind of pushing under with the hips, and then the rotate, again down and to the left swing pass. Getting this order wrong encourages, guess what, bad paths. If you get bad paths, you're not going to get control of the club face either. So again, a couple more ideas with this. Really feel those hips covering and then coming in. Now I'm going to work that into my shot. Because for most of you, when you do this, guess what it's going to feel like? Most of the students I teach who I do this with, they're like, wow, that just feels like I'm using my legs so much. You can see me jumping. I mean, I'm using my legs way more than I ever have. And I'm just creating distances that I've never seen before, and the accuracy isn't really changing. Now to move that drill and idea on to use it at the range, you're going to notice I've just put an iron here on the ground on ball position line, so this can now stay. So I can do this idea now with the club in my hand to try and feel like I'm getting that knee activated early, so I don't have to keep picking the driver up, popping it down. Lovely. And now this leads on to a second little variation on this drill. You can use this line on the floor for your backswing as well to see what your knees are doing. Pattern with amateurs, a big sway over to the right. If I stop here, my knee is way inside of the club as I look down. It's kind of pointing down in here. Where if I make a better backswing where I turn and kind of have a little bit of recentering with my pressure back this way, my knee basically again is over, pointing over this club shaft. So I can get used to if I'm someone who wants to go this way, am I someone who wants to go like over here, I can use this line on my backswing with my knees, lead knee, where is it in relationship to this shaft? So for me it's this side to pointing over it, and then get trail knee over. And again, it's allowing me to get my legs working in such a more positive way, which will allow you to control path, hopefully face, and certainly how fast this club is traveling by getting those energies out onto the ball, where we all need them. Next time you're out practicing, obviously this line helps with ball position consistency as well. Trying to get the feeling of how your legs work. Totally is going to push on your driving to start really getting some rippers like that one. Now, if you want to find out how to push your driver swing on a little bit more with some really simple swing ideas like this video is really going to help you out.